Now let's see how we can create a class based component. For example, if I come into my resources, view, product, and in the create or edit, in here I have a brand select option where the user have to select the brand. Now imagine if I need the brands in other locations or other places also, so I had to fetch the brands, then create the select option, pass the ID, the name for that. Then inside that I have to create the for each loop, and inside for each loop I have to loop through all the brands and all other pages if I need a brand. So to prevent this, I will create a class based component for my brands, and I will call it at all the places. So for that I have to open the terminal and type php artisan make component, then give it a name, for example brand drop down, enter. Now our class based component is ready. If we go inside our app, there's a new folder with the name of view, and inside that components folder, then our brand drop down class. And also if I scroll down inside my views components, in here another file has been created with the name of brand dropdown.blade.php. So we can use these two files to create our brand component. So first thing that I need to do here is that I need my brands. So for that I have to fetch all the brands. So I will create a global variable. I will type public $brands. Then inside the construct method I will fetch all my brands. So for that I will type this brands is equal to my brand model : all. Now I can access all my brands inside my drop down view. So for that let's go, and in here in the templates let's copy this and paste it in here. So let's delete this one, paste it in here. For now let's delete all these logics from here. Okay, it's done. Now let's go to inside our fields again and comment this out and call our brand. So for that we can just type here x the brand drop down, and it's a self-closing tag. Now let's go to the browser, inside our product, create a new one. As you guys can see in here, I got all the brands, but the name is not showing correctly. Let's fix that also. So let's go to the brand. Okay, here is the problem. Now let's save, let's refresh. Okay, now we got all our brands and their names all also showing correctly. Now another problem here that we have is that the brand ID and the brand names are static. We want to pass it also from the parent page. So for that first we have to go inside our class. So let's go to inside our class, and in here create two new variables, one for the name and one for the ID. Then get the name and the ID from the user. We in the construct method we have to pass this to as a parameter. So in here I will pass the name. Let's give him a default value also. Let's give them by default it should be brand ID, and let's do same for the name for the ID as well. Then inside the construct method we can type $. This name is equal to $name, and same for the ID. Now inside our view component, we can use here our variables. So for in here we can type ID, and in the name we can type $name. That's it. Now we can pass the ID and name from our parent page. So let's give it a name of brand ID and the ID of brand ID as well. Now if we go refresh our page, right click here and check to see the ID and name. As you guys can see, it got the ID of brand ID and also the name of brand ID. Now in here we have one more thing to do, that we have to pass the default option also. So when the user is in the edit page, it should automatically select the brand ID of that product. So we also need the product as well. So let's go to back to our class, and in here create a new variable. Let's type here public $product, and also in before the name I will type pass the product, and by default I will make it null, because maybe in the edit page we don't have the product, only in the edit page we have it, in the add we don't have it. So again in here I will type $this product is equal to product. That's it. Now let's go inside our view component, and for the option, first of all, actually let's do it directly in the option itself. So in here let's write an if condition to check if the product exists and the product brand ID is equal to our product ID. So let's type here if set if the product exists or product is not null, and the product brand ID is equal to $brand ID. In that case, selected. And in here we can do one more thing, that we can check for the old value as well. So in here we can type else if old brand ID is equal to $brand ID. In that case also selected, and let's end our condition in here, and if that's it. Now let's go to our fields, and in here right now this two, the ID and the name I passed as a string, but the product itself in here I don't want to pass it as a string, I want to pass it as a variable. So if you want to pass anything inside your component as a variable, you have to type colon, then product is equal to $product itself. If product not exist, then null. Now in here this colon will treat this code as a PHP. If you don't add this colon, it will treat this value as a string. So now let's go and refresh. As you guys can see, I got my products in here. Now if I go and click and edit for any product, for example this one, let's click edit. Okay, we got an error in here that the brand ID does not exist. Let's go back to our component in here. Yeah, here we have a problem that it's not brand ID, it's brand ID. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go and click the edit button. Okay, as you can see in here, I got all my brands, and also here the brand is pre-selected. So this is how we can create our class based component. So this is the view of it, and this is the class of it.